Hi guys, today we're making Jamie's Oozy shrimp risotto with tomatoes and chili. And that's what it's supposed to look like. Here are the instructions. Okay, so we have in this box, we have celery, we have a chili, vegetable concentrate, 2 tomatoes, an onion, a lemon, spring mix, shrimp, basil, and risotto or arborio rice. And that's it. Okay, time to apparently score the tomatoes and get them ripe for peeling. So we're gonna get a medium pot, which I think is all you need for this. Okay, in a medium pot, we're gonna bring up 3 cups of water to a boil, and once that's boiling, we're gonna add the vegetable concentrate, and then turn it down to a simmer. And then we're going to score the tomatoes, I think. Okay, so while the water is boiling, we're going to score the tomatoes. It says score across into each tomato skin. Then we're going to submerge it once that's boiling and that's come down a bit. That tomato looks a little funky, but hey, whatever. Alright, so I'm just going to score this. And apparently this makes it way easier to peel. I don't know, maybe I should do it on both sides. Maybe. Okay, so then we're going to pick the basil leaves and put them aside so we can add the stalks to the stock. I'm just going to trim. If they want the stalks, then I will trim this. Alright, so we're going to put it in the stock concentrate. And it says basically to let that, let that dissolve and turn it down to low. Okay, so we're going to take the tomatoes and we're going to put them in the liquid for 30 seconds to scald them for only 30 seconds, and then we're going to put them in the colander and drain them so they're easier to peel. Okay, once you put the tomatoes, after they've cooked in the 30 seconds, you're going to put them under cold water in a colander until they become easy to touch. Then we are going to remove the skins and discard and seed and roughly chop the flesh. going to chop up this bad boy, the onion. And actually, I'm probably just going to put this in the processor because I cry way too easily. Or my eyes get all watery and everything way too easily. So I'm just going to do this in a food processor, a mini food processor. And that way I can hopefully avoid all of that junk. Oh, by the way, you're supposed to take the basil stalks and stick them in the stock, which is the water and the vegetable concentrate. Also, this recipe says that you should probably have either white wine on hand or stock, and we happen to have stock, thankfully, because we don't have white wine. Well, we have white wine, but it's not the white wine that they want to use in here. Anyway, so I'm going to cut this up with the food processor, and I'll be right back. Okay, so once the onion's all chopped up after I did it in the food processor, we're going to chop up the celery and the shrimp. So let's get started. So we're going to get another medium pot. We're going to heat up a tablespoon of olive oil over medium heat and let it heat up. Then we're going to add the onion and celery in a splash of water and cook for 10 minutes. So to get it all softened. Okay, so we're going to squeeze half the lemon juice into a bowl, and we're going to add twice as much olive oil as the juice, and then salt and pepper. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to wing it. Okay, once the onions and the celery are translucent and they've been cooking, we're going to add the rice and cook for a minute until translucent. And then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of the stock, which is in the other pot. Once the stock is incorporated, we're just going to keep stirring it until it completely absorbs. Okay, so we're going to increase the heat, and then we're going to add the tomato. Add the tomato, and we're going to add a ladle full of hot stock. You want to keep stirring and adding stock a ladle full at a time, waiting for the rice to soak up everything before adding the next ladleful. Continue until you've added 2/3 of the stock. Yep. Okay, we're adding the shrimp, and then we're going to add the last part of the stock, and we're going to cook it. If you run out of stock and if the shrimp still isn't cooked, use hot water, apparently. We're going to apparently cook it until it's oozy, whatever that means, so I'm just going to have to eyeball it, I think. Here's a peek at what it's looking like. Hopefully you can see all that. Although the bean's getting in the way. But hopefully that's what it looks like. Okay. Once all of the stock concentrate is ladled in, we're going to take it off the heat, set it aside for 2 minutes, salt and pepper vigorously, and just kind of let it soak up for 2 minutes. Meanwhile, we're going to take the spring mix and put it in here with the lemon olive oil base. We're going to cut up the chili if you want that. Oh, and we're going to finally tear off the basil leaves and put them in the risotto very last minute. And that's it. Okay, here you go. Put the salad on the side, and there's the risotto. It looks okay. Let's hope it tastes okay. I'll be back to tell you what I think. Hey guys, thought I'd just tell you what I thought of the food. This was really good. This is actually, I think, my favorite Jamie Oliver recipe that we've had so far. The other ones have been kind of hit and miss. Not miss, but I just didn't like them nearly as much as I like this one. All of his recipes are a bit more advanced than the regular Hellofresh ones. And so, you know, it takes a lot of work. But anyway, the flavors were delicious. I thought they were, like, perfect. I wouldn't have changed anything. I added maybe a tiny bit more salt to mine. But I just, you know, that's just you know, because I didn't salt all the way through. And it didn't tell me to. It did tell me finally to salt on the very end. So that's what I did. But anyway, I like had some of the spring mix with the lemon vinaigrette thing. Tasted good, but I didn't really eat. I had so much risotto that, like, I didn't feel the need at all to eat that spring mix, the salad thing. So I barely did. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please comment, like, or subscribe. Bye!